That's when I met Ed. 4 years ago, when Ed first started riding, he needed 5 people walking beside the horse with him. And now, 4 years later, it is just me walking beside the horse with him. Seeing Ed improve so much has such an impact on my life and proves to me that therapeutic riding does help people physically, emotionally, socially. In my opinion, one of the best benefits to therapeutic riding is self-esteem. Where I am right now in life, I would never have dreamt that I would be able to have this job, to be able to spend numerous hours here at the barn, but also help people. That's something that I really, really love to do, and the more I do it, the more I love it. My education enabled me to have a career with horses. It was something that I always wanted to do, and now I'm able to do it.
If you do make the mistakes and you get a punch in the face in life, shake it off and start over and try to better yourself, right? My name's Aaron Francis of the Mi'kmaq Nation in Sydney, Nova Scotia. I started boxing when I was about 16, 17. I had a kind of a knack for it, I guess you could say. I was a troubled youth growing up, you know. The gym here, the boxing gym, helped me come out of that, and in a sense, a way to stay out of trouble, I guess you could say. Being an assistant coach at this gym gives me an opportunity to give back to the community, right? It gives me that opportunity to show young people that there is a positive outlet that you can do, and there is room for change. You know, I just want to be a positive role model and a leader to the young people in the community of Membertou. I was at a school for 3 years, and I decided to get back into it, and I was going through my options. NSCC was one of the first on my list. I looked through the courses, and business administration was something that I was always interested in. The way Membertou has been developing and expanding, I decided that that was something that I would like a career in. I'm hoping to move towards a degree, hopefully my master's in business. I want to keep moving forward with it and keep trying to better myself as a person, as a student. If you want to be, not the best, but if you want to be better than who you were yesterday, it really takes that dedication, and I want to be a living example of that.
I love money. But it's not for wanting a bigger car, a bigger house, but because I learned at a young age what I could do with it. I started my life in public housing. So as a child, I saved all my money, not out of greed, but because I wanted to change the world around me. I saw the power in money, the good and the bad. I was an entrepreneur by the time I was 12. My parents were going through a really rough patch money-wise, and my brother and I, we figured out a way to make money from playing just ordinary video games. Being able to be there and provide them with something to get their feet back on the ground. It was amazing. In providing for my family, there was a role reversal where it actually empowered me. Someone else may have been pushed away, but it actually pulled me in. When I found the business program at NSCC, I was amazed. Never have I felt such a community here. I remember walking in my first day. There was pizza parties and nice living walls, and people were having fun. The business program enabled me to help others and help myself in a way I've never seen before. The career that I'm in now is an operation analyst, and we do hedge fund administration. What I've learned from going through financial planning training, working at a bank, in the process of being a financial advisor, people spend way more than what they can, even if it doesn't make any sense. Just the beauty of helping people with financial planning, the beauty of finance really got to me, and where I am now, I actually love it, and I plan on staying here for a while. I don't know where I will be in 10 years, but what I do know is that you have to have passion for what you do. Passion to move forward. Passion to make a difference in the world. Your heart needs to be on fire for what you do and how you live.
I've always kind of stood out for good and bad reasons, I guess. For me, they were always good reasons. I grew up on a dirt road in a small community. I learned how to occupy myself really quickly in life through art, through creativity. It was really hard trying to figure myself out, who I was on the inside, who I wanted to be on the outside. All I knew was that I needed to do something creative. I felt like cosmetology would be a really good choice, and it was offered at my local NSCC, so I decided to go for it and apply. I love the one-on-one aspect of the college. My instructor was amazing. I loved going there every day. It was an awesome community of really supportive people. Being from a small place and having really big dreams, it's really easy for someone to tell you that what you want to do with your life or where you see yourself won't happen, especially being from Atlantic Canada. People don't really think it's possible to work all around the world, to travel, to do all those things, but it's totally possible. It doesn't matter where you live, it's what you're doing there that matters. It's empowering to lift people up and make them happier than when they walk through the door. And that's why I do what I do, to help others and to make them happy.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remain standing for the singing of O Canada.
Good morning. I'm Jason Clark, principal of the Kingstec campus. As we begin today's ceremony, I would like to first acknowledge that we are in traditional Mi'kmaq territory, Jalasi. Thank you to our pipers, Ed Coleman and his grandson, Liam Coleman, for the inspirational processional music. Welcome graduates and those who have gathered here today via live streaming to celebrate and honor your achievements. I would now like to introduce the platform guests. Please hold your applause until everyone has been introduced. Beginning on my right, Jadine Sherman, Academic Chair, School of Access and School of Health and Human Services. John Lohr, Member of the Legislative Assembly, Kings North. The Honourable Scott Bryson, Member of Parliament, Kings Hants. Rosalind Penfound, Vice President, Academic. Catherine McLean, Vice President, Learner and College Development. Anna Burke, Vice President, Enrollment. Monica Foster, Vice President, Administrative Services. Kathleen Allen, Dean, Student Services. Jill Provo, Dean, School of Access and Flexible Learning. Marlene McClellan, Dean, School of Health and Human Services. Patsy McDonald, College Registrar. John Smith, Manager, Student Services. Kara Logie, Campus Registrar. I'd also like to acknowledge some invited guests. His Worship, David Corkum, Mayor of Kentville, Rod Franklin, Department of Labor, and Isabel Madeira-Voss, retired principal, NSCC Kingstec campus. Thank you for attending. Please join me in welcoming the Honourable Scott Bryson to bring greetings.
Thanks very much. Thanks, Mr. Clark. Thanks, Mr. Clark. I'm delighted to be here with you today. It's such a lovely day in the Annapolis Valley, and I always enjoy this graduation ceremony so much. Kingstec and Nova Scotia Community College play such an important role in Nova Scotia and for the future of Nova Scotia. One thing that we can be certain of, it's hard to predict, in the future what the jobs of tomorrow are going to look like with automation and robotics and all the changes we're seeing, but one thing's for certain is that Kingstec will continue to play and Nova Scotia Community College will continue to play an incredibly important role for Nova Scotians, but also quite possibly for all of us as individuals, because throughout our career and life cycle, the need to update and change our skills is going to be part of the new reality. I'd like to speak personally. I understand there's I don't know how many LPN students here today. My sister, some of you may know my sister Fran Bryson. She wanted me to pass on my hello to you, and she tells me how highly she thinks of you and how proud she is of you. But also, Fran's been a nurse for over 40 years, and she loves it. And a few years ago, I read a survey of people in various careers, and the highest job satisfaction were actually nurses, and specifically nurses in palliative care, which doesn't sound like the most uplifting thing in the world, but it was based on their ability to bring joy into people's lives during tough times. And on the way here this morning, I stopped into the Hants Community Hospital to visit my 92-year-old father, who had broke his hip a few months ago, and he's very frail. And he was having his breakfast, and he looked up at me and he said, "The nurses here are some good to me." And you know, we lost my mom a couple years ago to Alzheimer's, and she died at home, and we had home care support. And I just think all of you people who are working so hard to provide health care to our families and to our loved ones make such a difference in our lives. And on behalf of, I believe I'm speaking on behalf of all of us, I want to thank all of you for the wonderful work you do and the contribution you make to our communities and to our families. And I wish you all the best for your careers as you help make people like my dad's lives good and our families just a little better. So thank you ever so much for all you do, and thank you to Kingstec and to Nova Scotia Community College for all you do for all of us. All the best to you, and good luck in the future.
Thanks very much, Scott. Now please join me in welcoming John Lord to bring greetings.
It's my pleasure to be here this morning on behalf of the province of Nova Scotia to give congratulations to the graduates. You've learned new skills and abilities, but you know, we go through life, we are always learning new skills and abilities. And my advice to you, I have two pieces of advice, and one is that some people will say that you should always follow your heart, but I would rather say that whatever you find yourself doing, give it all you have, give it to your whole heart. And sometimes in life we find ourselves doing jobs we didn't think we were doing in our career. Many people have many different jobs in their lives, and at each point I think that if you give it your 100% best, good things will happen. The second piece of advice is that whenever you're asked to do something, whenever someone asks you to volunteer, I always take that as a sign that I'm meant to do it. And then I have to have a really good reason not to do it, like I'm not physically possible, I'll be somewhere else. Or the idea that I don't feel like doing it or I don't think I can do it don't count. If someone asked me to do something, then they thought I could do it. So I've always tried to follow that rule in my life, and I would encourage you to think about that too in your futures. I know that you graduates have wonderful careers ahead, and as Scott has said, there's so many huge needs out there, and there's ways that you can impact people's lives so positively. So I think that's all such a positive thing. So I would like to give my congratulations and best wishes for your future graduates, and congratulations to the families who have put so much into these graduates, I know. So congratulations.
Thanks very much, John. Now it is my privilege as your principal and on behalf of the president of Nova Scotia Community College to deliver this year's convocation address. I would like to begin by asking faculty and staff to please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a group of employees that is second to none in this province. They are experts in their fields, they are generous with their knowledge and their time, and they view our students as full partners in learning. Let's take a moment to thank these extraordinary colleagues. I'd also like to take an opportunity to recognize and thank two employees who will be retiring at the end of this academic year, Helen LeDrew and Margaret Van Brockham. There is a reason this group of people is so committed to our graduates. They know that knowledge and skills are forms of empowerment. They know that achievements in the classroom, in the lab, and on work terms add up to something life-changing, not only for the student, but for those who are closest to them, their families, friends, and communities. Everyone at NSCC knows that when knowledge and skills combine with a student's sense of purpose and determination, something transformative happens. Together, they create a powerful force for positive change. Details may be different student by student, as no two dreams are alike after all. I'd like to tell you a brief story about one of our recent grads from the class of 2014, and her name is Gabrielle. Gabrielle is a strong, independent young woman who early in adulthood learned that she was about to become a single parent. Then her son was born with a life-threatening condition. As an infant, he faced literally dozens of surgeries if he was to survive. Gabrielle felt lost. She felt afraid. Her baby boy was sick and she couldn't help. But in the midst of all that fear and worry, she realized something. She felt a little bit better when she asked questions. She felt a bit better when the nurses would take the time to answer her questions and explain what was next and why it was necessary. She was still scared, but Gabrielle found courage. She found strength in the knowledge that the nurses shared with her. It dawned on Gabrielle, in that unshakable way that the real honest truth grabs us sometimes, that she must find a way to offer the same comfort to others. As soon as her baby boy was stabilized, Gabrielle looked into the practical nursing program at NSCC. But she didn't have the science courses that the program requires. She could have said, well, I guess it's not meant to be. But instead, she found the courses she needed in our School of Access. She'd been out of school for a few years, and physics and chemistry seemed like languages from another planet. I know I feel that way. Still, she persisted, and she was accepted into practical nursing. Now her baby boy is thriving, and Gabrielle is working full-time in a dialysis unit. Her advanced skills provide people with the medical treatments they need. Her knowledge and compassion give patients the comfort and courage she knows will help keep the fear at bay. If you ask Gabrielle today why she became a practical nurse, she'd say, I got into nursing for my son, to show him you can overcome obstacles. You can be whatever you want to be. Your destiny and your fate are your own. Gabrielle was fueled by her own goal, empowered by the knowledge and skills to achieve it. And now, she's paying it forward in very real ways to her son and to her patients. Knowledge, combined with purpose and determination, are transformative. Together, they create a powerful force for positive change. Often, the first to benefit from this powerful force for positive change are those closest to us, the same friends and family who lent their love and support as we worked our way through our learning journeys. Graduates, I know that there are many individuals here today who are very proud of what you have accomplished. They are the people you turned to when things got tough, when you needed an encouraging word. So I have one final request for you graduates before you are officially able to complete your program. I want you to please think for a moment of that important person or persons who offered their love and support when you needed it most and who is here in this room with us today. I've asked you to think about this person or persons because we have a tradition at NSCC. A tradition where we ask the members of the graduating class to stand and recognize somebody here today who has helped them with their success. So now I would ask the graduating class to please stand and make eye contact and recognize someone in the room who has been part of your success in reaching your goal and give them a wave. Congratulations, you have now officially completed your program. And finally, just before we begin presenting your hard-earned credentials, I want to acknowledge another important group of individuals joining us today. Graduates, I've talked to you today about empowerment through knowledge and the importance of paying it forward in ways that strengthen you, your families, and our communities. Today, you will join a community of people who have been doing just that for decades, our NSCC alumni. This community knows how to meet uncertainty head-on with a desire to figure things out and find a way forward. If a path does not exist, they make it. They are innovative, creative problem solvers. They don't stop learning because they know it makes a difference in their careers and in the lives of those around them. They personify the determination and perseverance it takes to make life better for yourself and for others through learning. Let's take a moment now to acknowledge the NSCC alumni here today. If you are a past graduate of NSCC or any of our predecessor institutions and schools, or are a graduate of CCEDP, please stand up and be recognized. In conclusion, on behalf of the entire college, it gives me great pleasure to say congratulations. And I want you to promise me one thing. After walking across the stage this afternoon, I want you to take your certificate or diploma, and I want you to go out there and live a life full of passion. You have advanced skills and the paper to prove it. You are now empowered through knowledge and skills, and you have a heart filled with purpose and a mind filled with promise to pay it forward. Congratulations to the graduates of 2016, and thank you for choosing NSCC.
Good morning. My name is Jadine Sherman, and I'm the Academic Chair for the School of Access and for the School of Health and Human Services at Kingstec campus. Madam Vice President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all of the requirements for credentials in the School of Access for the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. Ashley Boudreau. Audrey Craig, Honors. Ryan Dominy. Lisa Dunham, Honors. Robert Hicks, Honors. Alana Ketty. Teresa Redden. Tyler Roach. Alyssa Whitehead, Honors. For the information of the audience, those students whose names appear in the program but who are unable to be with us today are automatically admitted to their respective certificates and diplomas. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in the Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Certificate in Academic and Career Connections. My apologies. We're moving on now to the, Madam Vice President, I present to you the following candidates who have completed all of the requirements for credentials in the School of Health and Human Services for the Certificate in Continuing Care. Amber Berenger. Caitlin Best, Honors. Bevan Coldwell. Samantha Dill. Tegra Diminuto. Brittany Els. Samantha Galley, Honors. Elizabeth Gertridge. Will Grandy, Honors. Shauna Hines, Honors. Emma Lake. Tanya Lockhart Lynch, Honors. Bethany Lush, Honors. Brennan McDonald, Honors. Melissa McGee. Melissa is also receiving her Nova Scotia High School Graduation Diploma for Adults certificate this morning. Well done, Melissa. Connie McClellan, Honors. Stevie Murphy. Janelle Penner, Honors. Katie Soller. Amy Schofield, Honors. Rachel Strickland. Jerica Tebow, Honors. Zana Tulani. Haley Wynot. Carol Wilcox, honors. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in continuing care. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Certificate in Community Disability Supports. Brianna Barkhouse, honors. Jaden Barter. Emerson Bennett. Deanna DeVoe. Tyler Fraser. Haley Jordan, honors. Destiny Kelly. Rachel Melvin. Jessica Metcalf. John Nickerson. Kelsey Smith. James Taylor, honors. Abraham Waldevin, honors. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in Community Disability Supports. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Diploma in Early Childhood Education. Cheyenne Bezanson. Chelsea Sear, with honors. Tiffany Ettinger. Cassidy Gosson, honors. Kelsey Keddy. Bailey Mansfield. Haley Pickrell. Bailey Porazov. Brittany Raymond. Tara Smith. Natasha Taylor, honors. Everyone has to stop for the baby. Mackenzie Weir. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in early childhood education. Madam Vice President, the candidate for the Diploma in Funeral and Allied Health Services, Melissa Jackson. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduate in Funeral and Allied Health Services. Madam Vice President, the candidate for the Diploma in Human Services, Correction Services, Jessica Bezanson. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduate in Human Services, Correction Services. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Diploma in Practical Nursing, Chelsea Abernathy. Michelle Amiro. Caitlin Atwell. Ashley Banks, honors. Crystal Barkhouse, honors. Jillian Bryden. Brianna Bunch, honors. Stephanie Butler. Erica Callan, honors. Glorianne Cox, honors. Melissa Daphne, honors. Kayla Eldridge, honors. Laura Farrell. Jacques German. Mary Hatfield, honors. Sarah Herget. Ladies and gentlemen, it is a tradition at Nova Scotia Community College that when a faculty or staff person has a family member graduating, we offer them the opportunity to participate in the ceremony and present the credential. I would like to ask Charla Rolfe Hunter to please come forward at this time to present her daughter, Rebecca Hunter, with her practical nursing diploma. There's tears up here. Sadie McLean, honors. Lovika Nisink. Krista O'Donnell. Samantha Riley, honors. Courtney Sangster Hutt. Joy Sevigny. Catherine Southall. Amanda Swinimer. Agnes Turingen. Lisa Wombold. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in practical nursing. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Diploma in Social Services. Zachary Chittick. Nora Davidson. Jenna Flick. Christopher Garrison. Cassidy Hatt. Sherry Ann Huckster. Elizabeth Lamb Woodworth. Brian McDonald, honors. Shanda McDonald. Carissa McInnes. Andrew May. Alicia McKinnon. Angela McMullen, honors. Amanda Miles. Christopher Parker. Charlotte Hall. William Peck. Dominique Pettipaw, honors. Melissa Piggott. Jody Prue. Karen Reeves. Sarah Robinson. Deirdre Schofield. Montana Schofield, honors. Olivia Thompson. Tanner Ward. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in social services. Madam Vice President, the candidates for the Advanced Diploma in Addictions Community Outreach. Kirby Melanson, honors. Emma Rude, honors. Holly Sampson, honors. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, the graduates in Addictions Community Outreach. Congratulations to their graduates from the School of Health and Human Services and the School of Access. Madam Vice President, ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating all of our graduates this morning from Kingstec Campus 2016.
Good morning. I'm John Smith, the Manager of Student Services here at Kingstec. Just last evening, here in this very auditorium, we held a Student Awards celebrations in which students from each of our programs were recognized for their outstanding achievement and the contribution that they made to their class and to industry. I would like all those students that were here last evening that received awards to please rise and be recognized by everyone here in the audience. It's now my pleasure to call upon Mary Helen Hatfield to come forward. She's graduating from our practical nursing program to come forward and present our valedictory address for our convocation. Now, Mary Helen has a long-standing relationship with NSCC, having already completed 3 programs: Business Information and Technology, Health Sciences, and Continuing Care. Now, she decided to return once again to pursue practical nursing. She is a determined single mother of 4 who is confident in the following her dreams. Now, Mary Helen plans on working as a practical nurse in Nova Scotia and would like to continue her education to eventually become a registered nurse. And to her graduating class, she says, "I am honored to graduate with such intelligent, compassionate, and determined people. The graduating class of 2016 will be of great benefit to the future of healthcare." Now please join me in welcoming Mary Helen to the podium.
Good morning. Welcome, Vice President Roz Penfeld, Principal Jason Clark, honored platform guests, ladies and gentlemen, and the class of 2016. Thank you to all that are here today to help us celebrate our graduation from NSCC Kingstec, School of Access, and School of Health and Human Services. We couldn't have done it without you. We share our success with those who have believed in us, supported us, and encouraged us to follow our dreams. It has meant so much to us all. I was very pleased to have been selected as valedictorian for these schools, as I have history with both of them. My journey began when I returned to school to take academic career connections in preparation for the practical nursing program. I was waitlisted for the PN program and took the CCA course while I waited for a nursing seat to become available. My name is Mary Helen Hatfield, and today I graduated from the practical nursing program. I'm a single parent, and I have 4 amazing children. I've always wanted to be a nurse. I married young and had a large family by today's standards, 4 children of my own and a stepson. They're all here today somewhere. I'm fortunate to have always had good jobs. They paid the bills, but they were never the fulfilling career that I wanted. I believe there is more to life than just paying bills. After much encouragement from friends, family, and coworkers, I made the decision to return to school to get the education I needed to follow my dreams. I'll be honest, as a mature student with a mortgage and much responsibility, it was an intimidating ambition. It's a decision I will never regret. I've worked multiple jobs throughout my programs and was fortunate enough to have been awarded a number of scholarships and bursaries and to qualify for student loans. Like every other grad here today, I am thankful for the opportunity to build on existing skills, and to develop new ones. We owe thanks to many for our success. We appreciate our loved ones. They wouldn't let us give up even when it was tough. The friends that understood when we lost touch while juggling things like work, school, families, and homework. Those that have understood that we've had to make short-term sacrifices for the sake of long-term goals. The Kingstec community is close-knit. We are thankful, too, for the faculty that believed in us, shared their knowledge of industry, and challenged us with high standards. The wonderful Kingstec staff that supports us, especially Lana, the librarian. Not only is she a beautiful soul, but she's a wealth of information. And she understands APA format. Lana, we are grateful. We've benefited from a student services department that is a valuable resource for finances, scholarships, job opportunities, and more. The Student Association has a contagious campus spirit. The cafeteria has great food and strong coffee. There's an on-site daycare that allows so many parents to get the education that they need to give their children a brighter future. A personal thank you to the automotive department. When this single mother's car broke down, they got me on the road again. The graduates are also thankful to the local industries that support our students by giving us the opportunity to do placements in the community. These placements allow us to strengthen the skills learned in labs and classrooms and give us the valuable experience and confidence to be successful in future employment in our fields of study. If anyone here today is considering furthering their education to change their future and follow their dreams, I strongly encourage you to go for it. The resources are there to help you be successful. When our program started, we came together from all different locations, lifestyles, and backgrounds, all with the common goal of following our dreams. We've had the luxury of attending school in the beautiful Annapolis Valley. Many of us have benefited on hard days from going to the shore. I find somehow the highest tides in the world help put day-to-day struggles into perspective. Whether it's been going to the look-off, seeing the apple blossoms, hiking Cape Split, or watching the eagles fly overhead on your commute to school, the beauty around us has inspired us. Speaking of commutes, I'd like to recognize the determination of all of those that brave the 101 in the wintertime for the sake of higher learning. The grads here today have shared so much throughout their programs. We've shared victories, losses, life-changing events, and formed friendships that will last a lifetime. We've learned a lot about ourselves and each other. Each individual has brought something valuable to their programs. I feel I've benefited greatly from my classmates' experiences, points of view, humor, and support. We have learned as much from each other as we have from our programs. The graduating class of 2016 is going out into the world equipped not only with the education and the skills that they expected, but also with an increased awareness and understanding of healthcare, its strengths, weaknesses, and the importance that politics and policies have on shaping the future of healthcare. I'm honored to be part of the graduating class of 2016. I'm so impressed with these bright, compassionate, determined people. I know that as we go on to future paths, whether it's continuing to further our education or directly into industry, we have the skills to impact and change our community, our province, our country, and indeed the world. My experiences with you all have given me the belief that every one of us will make a difference. Best of luck and congratulations.
Thank you, Mary Helen, for those inspiring words. Okay, folks, we're on the home stretch. After receiving your credential on stage, you were presented with an NSCC alumni pin. We hope from this moment forward, you wear it proudly. Because today, when you shed your gown, your connection to NSCC does not end. Yesterday, you were students. Today, you are graduates. Forever, you are Nova Scotia Community College alumni. This brings us to the end of our convocation proceedings. We invite everyone to join us for our reception in the atrium and courtyard immediately following the ceremony. I want to extend a special thank you to all those employees who contributed to making this convocation a truly special event. During the recessional, the stage guests, led by our Vice President Academic, followed by staff and then graduates, will leave the auditorium. Would you please stand as you are able for the recessional and remain standing until the stage party, staff, and graduates have left the auditorium. Thank you.